Stanley Cup Finals. We got a repeat. Florida headed to the fight they're headed to fight for Lord Stanley as they defeated the Carolina Hurricanes 5-3 to head to the finals. While Edmonton goes up 3-1 on Dallas, and they just absolutely took it. I mean, the Stars just flopped. The rematch, well, it's happening. So will the Oilers actually go back now and actually win it this time? Because it seems like they have, the home court, home ice advantage. It's the sixth straight season that Florida is heading to the Stanley, Lightning were the other three before the Panthers are.
Give me Panthers in 5.
I was gonna say Oilers in 7.
Crazy. I'm over exaggerating. I'm do Panthers in 6, but Oilers are going to be a very big challenge. Like you were saying, their on the ice presence is ridiculous, especially in the Oilers Stadium, and that's going to be a tough place to play. But Florida, we've said this all playoffs. Going to Florida when they came back, I think it was round 2 they came back against Toronto, the Leafs. It was. I mean, what can you do against Florida? In Florida, it's going to be so hard to play there.
Toronto Maple Leafs,
right? Yeah, Toronto Maple Leafs. Whatever, screw them. But Florida. I'm telling you, going to Florida is going to be the hardest thing ever. I don't care what team it is. They take that stuff very serious down there, and I'm excited to see what they do out of this. This is my favorite team in hockey, by the way. So them and then the Stars. I'm disappointed in the Stars, but I love the Panthers. I'm excited to see what they do, and I got them in 6.
I mean, these are far and away the 2 hottest teams in the NHL. Both obviously deserve to be here after resounding wins in their series. They're both so hot both on offense and on defense, and that's the toughest part on predicting this, because the Stars were able to put up 6 goals in Game 1 against the Oilers, but after that, the offense kind of disappeared. The Edmonton locked in, were able to get the stops, had really good goaltending out of Skinner. And then in the East, it was just domination from start to finish pretty much for Florida. They never looked back in that series. They had one game where they struggled, but other than that, it was just blowout, blowout, blowout. And that's what makes it so tough to predict. We saw this matchup last year, but Florida also made some good moves in terms of adding Marchand at the trade deadline this year. So it's going to be so hard to predict, but I got Oilers in 7 specifically just because of home ice.
Yeah, it's actually insane to say because I don't know if we jinxed Ottinger.
No, we
but
both him and Hallebuck really struggled. This postseason.
Yeah,
he got pulled.
He got pulled bad, bro. That was bad.
I think what was it? I think in Game 5, I think it was.
Game 5. Yeah,
he got pulled, and in Game 6, did they go to 6 games? No, they went only 5.
Both were 4-1.
Yep.
So in Game 5, he got pulled, and then in Game 4, he got pulled. This is supposed to be one of the best goaltenders in the league, like Connor Hallebuck, and those 2 goalies did not step up. They did not play well. Like at some point in time, is it a curse that you receive the best goaltender award of the year, and then you just come back the next season and just flop out?
It's the Madden curse, bro. It's the same thing. You get that title, you get that recognition, you just trash next year. I don't know what it is. He's not even trash. The slump is just very unusual. You know what I mean?
Some people are built for the playoffs.
I think some of it is mental too. Aren't. It's all in your head. Like being soccer and hockey are kind of that same way with goalkeeping and goaltending. It's all in your head, because if you start overthinking everything, when the game comes naturally is when you're going to play the best. If you start overthinking everything, start getting in your own head, that's when the struggles really start to come out.
Yeah, some we like you said, the Madden curse, with the MVPs in like baseball and basketball and NFL, They come back the next season and play well again. And I don't know what it is with the NHL, but they have the best goaltender award, and it's like they come and when the playoffs come back again, they just flop.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we've seen Steph Curry do it many times. He won the MVP and came back in the next postseason and played fantastic. LeBron did it. Jordan did it. Shohei Ohtani is about to do it. He had 2 back-to-back MVPs, and last year he won MVP and went to the postseason and played well. Didn't really play well in the World Series, but
the whole playoffs though he was on fire.
whole playoffs he was on fire. I mean, I don't know. I think
some people, like you said, some people are made for it, some people are not.
like some people are made for big moments, and some people aren't. So
right.
So I'm gonna look at this part one more time. Stanley Cup final. Florida, Edmonton. Then you had McDavid. He got, he had 2 goals, I believe. What was it in Game 5 when they won the series against Dallas? So he had 2 goals. So he's arrived and at the perfect time as well when you think about it, because now you're going into the finals and now you're about to play one of the East best team, and he's coming off of a 2-goal game or so, and he's been a big factor all series. Even though he wasn't scoring, he was still, showing his presence on the ice was felt. He was assisting. He was, cross-checking people and things like that. So,
I know he struggled in the series against Florida last year. A lot of what they did, I believe, was not with him. And especially in Game 7, he was kind of invisible from what I remember. So this Oilers team might have to get used to him not producing nearly as much, but they've been able to do that throughout the postseason. He had a bit of a cold stretch in the end of the first round, early second round. So I think this might be the deepest Oilers team we've seen so far, and that's what's going to be so tough for Florida.